Going forward, I always put out the example, for me, it's an iPhone 5, what we can buy on the shelf today. It's not an iPhone 13 yet or 12. I know people with iPhone 7s, and the adoption curve we've seen in other industries will really pick up. So there are a couple of things we see from our perspective in our quantified market model, where we look at the full value chain and which technology which enable innovation and bring down the cost. As we've seen also yesterday was a big announcement that, the cost parity of a plant-based product today is there. And with an iPhone 5 from a consumer experience moving to an iPhone 7 with innovation step by step, so you suddenly can have a taste which is much better. You have a more decentralized taste. There's no food. The food system is so global. There's no other industry which is so global. So the taste profiles are very local. I see other big fast food chains actually shifting to plant-based in the next generation. And they don't do that because they love animals per se. They do that because there is more money to be made over time. And with the mass market products, which we're seeing, which are out there, I think it's a fantastic opportunity to also create impact, since food, and few people know, is number 2 in greenhouse gas emissions after energy, and has 70% more impact than all of energy, all of transport combined, all cars, all planes combined. So food system is something the consumer can change, hopefully by choosing one of 3 meals a day, what he chooses. And with these steps of innovation and the products getting better, which is happening over the next years, we expect a very strong adoption curve, which is increasing over the next years.
I really loved your iPhone analogy, and just to pick up on that analogy, it's going to be very difficult for, say, my Argentinian family to upgrade from an iPhone 5 to an iPhone 12, given how much Argentinians love normal meat. So that's going to be a big question going forwards. A final question for you, because I see you've made an investment into an Austrian company called Archeon that produces proteins from carbon dioxide. I think this is interesting in light of the energy crisis that we're witnessing right now in Europe. You hear of lots of German companies saying that they've had to reduce production because of spiraling energy costs, and any input that involves carbon dioxide clearly is under question as well. How is the energy crisis affecting food investments right now?
So the traditional food system is heavily under attack from the energy costs. So is the all input costs and the raw material costs. If you think of a chicken, the price of input, the chicken feed is just skyrocketing, and the energy costs for that production. That's the problem, but for our space, that's the opportunity, because the amount, it's so highly efficient, the mass production of animals, it's such an efficient system that any changes immediately create a big crunch. On our side, in our industry, and I call it the protein transformation, which is not only plant-based, it's more about precision fermentation and ultimately also then the cell-based transition and everything linked to that upstream in the value chain. I think the interesting part is that this is yet to scale.